Today on Design Santa Barbara, we are back with Professor Laura Welby, and we had a wonderful show last week, and she told me she has 3 most wonderful students that we could feature on this week's Design Santa Barbara. So we are back, and here we are. Can you please introduce us the talents?
I would be happy to, and thank you for having us back. We really appreciate it. I have 3 new students this week. One of them is about ready to graduate, one of them is brand new to the program, and one of them is just finishing up some more classes. And so first of all, we have Dorie and she is one of our newest students. We have Carolyn Ramirez, who's about ready to graduate, and Elise Gregante. She's taking interior design to design films and TV sets.
So Laura, shall we start with Dorie's vignette?
Yeah, sure. I'm looking forward to it.
So today we start with Dorie's vignette, and it looks already set. We try to bring as much as we can in. Would you start please explaining to our viewers what you did here?
So I started with this bamboo silk rug. I chose this rug because of its nice light tone. It has some kind of gold elements in it. It has like a shimmery texture to it, so that pairs well with some other things in this room. The next thing I selected was this sofa. I fell in love with this the second I saw it. It's
oh yeah, that
so
just
beautiful.
tufted is beautiful, yes.
Yes, so my living room is a very transitional style, and I thought this sofa would be perfect with this because tufting, you know, is Victorian. It's kind of an older style, but it flows really well with the rest of this room. So next I chose this coffee table.
That's actually my favorite coffee table. We have used it many, many, many times in the show.
Yes, I noticed that you used it a few times, so I actually decided to do something a little different with it.
Love to see that.
I found this mirror and it fit perfectly on top, so I thought I would use this as the tabletop of the coffee table. So the guys will bring that in now.
Oh, that's very clever. Oh my goodness, it fits perfectly too. Look at that.
Yeah,
Nice.
it's the perfect size. It doesn't overhang too much, and it has a really nice gold rim around the edge that goes with some of the other metal elements in this room. Next, I selected these 2 leather chairs. I wanted these chairs to really be reminiscent of your grandfather's old leather chair that he would sit in and read his newspaper and sip his coffee. So I chose 2 of these to frame the couch in this really gorgeous leather color. It has nice brown tones in it that really pick up the gold elements in this room, as well as this mirror up here that I selected.
And has the same nail heads as the sofa you picked.
Exactly, it has the same nail heads. Yeah. I selected this mirror up above to keep with the circular elements in this room. Has some kind of gold tones in it as well that pick up the other gold in the room. Next, I selected this console table with gorgeous leather legs and 2 hair on hide ottomans.
And those are very clever actually, because you added 2 extra seating in the room that doesn't have many seatings.
Exactly, it's sort of a small room, but it adds a little bit of extra seating room. You know, it'd be great for the kids to play video games with the TV, or parents to
And talk to the grandparents.
Exactly, exactly. It's a great family setting.
And then we had some accessories that Miss Tara gonna bring in. I think you had a big flower for the middle, right?
Yes, so I chose this gorgeous flower arrangement for the center.
Dorie, you did a wonderful job.
Thank you.
It looks fabulous. I'm flabbergasted how fast you put this thing together with ease and confidence. Very nice. Looking forward to see what Laura has to say about it. And after the break, we'll go to the next vignette. Stay tuned. There is more Design Santa Barbara after the break. in this edition of Michael's Minutes, let's talk about sofas, be it classical, transitional, or modern. The style you choose should be based on your personal preference. Once you have a style, selecting the right size and shape for your space is critical. We offer love seats, sofas, sectionals, and sectionals with a return. The next step is selecting the right fabric for your lifestyle. You can choose from casual to durable, even washable. Last but not least comes the comfort of your sofa. We carry many materials like high-density foam that you can cover in polyester, down, or premium angel hair for maximum comfort and support. I invite you to come to Santa Barbara Design Center at 410 Olive Street and select your dream sofa. Next, we have Carolyn from Santa Barbara City College Design Program, and she has put together for us a
French country sitting room.
French country sitting room. It looks already beautiful. Most everything is in. Please explain to our viewers what you did.
Okay, so I started with this rug, which is a really beautiful floral jewel-toned rug.
Fabulous rug. I have to hand you this thing. You picked the nicest rug there is.
Yeah, it was so pretty. I just had to build a room around it. So
I'm very glad you picked this rug. I actually designed it. It is a Suzanne design, traditional, and we made it in a natural hand-spun silk.
next we have this distressed double arch bookcase. It's in a really nice cream color, which is ideal for this room. We want to go with warm whites.
French colors.
Yes.
Very nice.
And then we're going to turn to this cabinet now, which is a really beautiful ombre cabinet. Next we have this Trumeau mirror, which those have been around since the 18th century. Usually they're placed between two windows and really ornate and gilded like this one is. And I really like the sunburst pattern on this particular mirror.
And I see you picked that chandelier. That's very unorthodox but beautiful.
It's French country is still very elegant, so we want some gold accents in the room.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
So next we had?
We're going to move on to our seating arrangement now. As we bring these pieces in, it's going to really quickly become very cozy and intimate. We have two cane upholstered chairs, and in between them I have a garden stool that's going to act as a side table.
Side table.
Yeah, but if you needed extra seating, it could serve that purpose also.
Absolutely. Beautiful.
And then I have this distressed wood round end table.
Matching color to your bookcase.
With this particular style, we want to mix a lot of elements, but not match. So the two armchairs are the only identical items that we're using. Everything else is different.
And the settee actually is very elegant, but yet again, very French country look.
Yeah, it's a really beautiful gray blue toned.
Very elegant, actually.
It's beautiful.
It's very nice, and ties in actually with the legs beautifully with the chandelier you have out here.
Yeah, again, the gold accent.
Beautiful.
To go with this, I have an ottoman rather than a coffee table, and you can use a tray with it, or, you know, it can function as a footstool or extra seating, whatever you need at the time.
That's great.
Yeah.
So in the small environment, you create a very warm and inviting sitting area for
Yeah,
multiple people.
we want it to feel intimate. So next we're actually going to bring in our accessories, and Sydney is helping to do that today.
Wonderful. Caroline, thank you very much. It looks wonderful, looks very warm, very inviting, and very sophisticated at the same time. You feel like you're in Provence and you just sit down and have a glass of wine. Beautiful. I'm looking forward to see what Laura has to say about it. And please join us after the break. Coming up next on Design Santa Barbara.
Welcome to Rugs & More. We provide the West Coast with the most comprehensive collection of new Oriental and antique rugs. Rugs are solid art investments and often become cherished family treasures. Our limitless inventory will warm up your home. Exotic or traditional, tribal or modern, our rugs weave stories through intricate patterns, compelling colors, and touchable materials. #1 in Santa Barbara for over 20 years. Visit us today at Rugs & More, 410 Olive Street in Santa Barbara.
At Santa Barbara Design Center, we have a great variety of Castell outdoor furniture for your home. Choose from many styles, including patio chairs, outdoor sofas, chaise lounges, and more to find the perfect fit for your terrace. Castell outdoor furniture is the finest in the world. Made from the best materials, they're durable, long-lasting, and offer styles ranging from classical to contemporary. Castell outdoor furniture is handmade one at a time to ensure the highest quality, from a solid foundation to individual brush strokes. Each piece truly is a work of art. With custom-tailored cushions, comfort and fashion is designed to conform to luxury exterior furniture, giving just the right feel to outdoor lounging. I invite you to come in and see the luxury of Castell outdoor furniture at Santa Barbara Design Center, 410 Olive Street. So we are back on our third vignette with Alyssa, and please explain to our viewers what you have done with this vignette.
So for this space, I decided to do an old-fashioned office. My client was a paleontologist and his name's Albert. He really wanted a warm, cozy space where he could do his work quietly from home, maybe have a couple visitors, something very intimate and warm feeling. So I first started with this piece over here. This glass display case really spoke to me. It was the first item that I actually chose. I thought that it just had a lot of presence and it just demands attention. It's very masculine.
Well chosen. Actually, one of my favorite pieces in the whole store is the antique from Spain, and actually particularly from Barcelona. Very nice.
And the second choice I made was actually this desk right here. I thought that it was also really strong. It really complements this dark wood. You know, they match very well and go very well together. I chose this rug here because it had a really nice rust tones and some reds. I thought it really brought out the red tones in the woods and the leather. And it's very traditional style for an old-fashioned study. You know, the pattern really matches. It's not too floral, which I really liked. I thought it just really tied the whole space together and made it seem like one cozy area.
That's actually, I have to commend on you. This is a beautiful thing. You used a nice rug to bring all the colors together, and this ties the whole room as a cohesive unit. Very nice. And I see you have another one hanging there.
Yes, I do. This was my other rug that I chose. I just absolutely loved it, and it really complements the colors in the rug below. So I thought it made a really nice backdrop, and it emphasizes the dinosaur head, which was something that I brought in for Albert to be able to personalize his space because he is a paleontologist and he has a passion for dinosaurs.
Beautiful.
He gets to stare at it while he works from his desk, which I thought was a really nice perk, and it's on top of this lovely bar here, so he can have a nightcap or something like that as he's working late nights.
That's very thoughtful of you. Very nice. Yeah, he definitely wants to have a drink, Mr. Albert. All right, we had some bigger elements coming in, like a coffee table. Is that correct?
That is correct.
All right. Oh, I see you picked this old chest.
I did. I picked this old chest. So this was another thing that I found up here in this antique space, and it really just ties the whole room together. It's a nice area for his guests to be able to set something down and have an intimate conversation with him. And the iron and the dark wood really, again, is just a very strong feel and really masculine.
And actually it's functional too because it can store things in there. God knows, let's see what he has hiding in there.
Extra storage, always a plus.
Beautiful. And next we had a globe and a chair, correct?
Yes, that's correct. So I brought in this old-fashioned globe. Albert is very well traveled, and I loved the old-time look of this. I thought it really went very well with the room, a lot of the same color tones that you see in this space. The chair is very masculine as well, and it has a lot of nice brass accents, which I thought really complemented some of the lighter colors in this space. It also has wheels, which makes it really nice and easily accessible for Albert to get in and out of his area because it's kind of a tight space behind that bookshelf. So Michael, you might notice that some of these bookshelves have some empty storage areas, and I have picked a couple items to personalize the space for him. Edith is going to go ahead and bring in some of those items now.
Great, let's do that. So Elise, I see you have these beautiful chairs picked out. Why don't you tell us why?
I selected these chairs. They're very traditional. The leather is very traditional to this space, and they're nice and plush, which gives it a really cozy feeling. And the positioning of them really rounds the space off and makes it feel very circular and inviting.
It's my most comfortable chairs, actually. I've taken a few naps in them.
Yeah, I sat down and they were really nice.
Yes. So, and then you had the accessories added.
I did. So I added some more dinosaur items just to keep that theme going in this space, as well as these nice old-timey bottles that have the world map on them, and it kind of ties together with the globe again. Nice little accessories for him to put his liquor or whatever he would like to put, juice.
Very nice. I think you did a wonderful job in here. In fact, I should let you do my home office.
Please.
Fabulous.
I would love to.
Very nice. Thank you so much. Maybe we should go to the first vignette and see what Laura has to say about today's episode. People often ask me why buy an antique rug that costs more than a new one. Antique rugs have been around for several thousand years. In fact, the oldest still intact rug is over 2,500 years old and currently resides at the Hermitage in St. Petersburg. Antique rugs have been made exclusively by hand as an art form, with hand-spun wool and natural dyes. They're passed down from generation to generation as an heirloom. These rugs become an incredible investment over time. Antique rugs have a unique patina and look that, like any other antique, cannot be replicated by modern manufacturing. These rugs add to the warmth of your room and give personality that average rugs cannot. Recently, a record was broken when a rug with ties to Santa Barbara sold for $34 million. Come into Santa Barbara Design Center today and see our incredible antique rug collection and choose your next family heirloom. So Laura, we're back at the vignette Dorie did, and she did a beautiful job. Actually, I have to tell you, she's one of your talented students. Tell us what you think about it.
Well, I have three very talented students here putting together rooms today. And there's a couple of ways that we analyze the success of a room, of an interior. And one of them is with the design concept. And a designer needs to know what the design concept of the room is. And I know with Dorie's room, she wanted this to be a really comfortable room for a family. And I think it really does work for a family. Also, we analyze it based on the elements and principles of design. And you see repetition of a lot of geometric shapes in this room, which is great. There's also a lot of horizontal lines, which show stability. So lines and repetition are two elements and principles of design that she has done very successfully. You can see the circles and the rectangles, and it's a very successful room and beautiful too for a family.
I like the colors she picked, and all in all, very nice and very inviting. In this vignette, Miss Caroline did a wonderful job, and she created this amazing French provincial looking room with very few items, but it looks fabulous. What do you think about that?
Well, I would say it's a beautiful room, a very beautiful room. We're talking about design concepts and having a real solid, strong design concept, and she certainly has a strong design concept here, the French theme. And she chose items that are really great French pieces that you have here in your showroom, which is wonderful. We're also analyzing based on lines today, and this room has curved lines, right?
Quite a lot.
Quite a lot of curved lines here, curved lines in this beautiful settee, even in this piece of furniture, look at that. And so that gives a very feminine feeling to the room, which is obviously something that Carolyn wanted in her design concept for this room. So she's been very successful at that. And this rug is just beautiful, bringing up the theme of the, I know you designed it, and it is just beautiful. And it was a great place for her to start for this room. It's a beautiful room.
Yeah, she accomplished very well, and
yes,
shows your teachings working very well.
Well, I have wonderful students.
Thank you. Last but not least, we are at Alyssa's anthropologist home office named Albert. So,
yes.
What do you think about it?
Oh, it is nice and warm and cozy, isn't it?
That's what I thought, yes.
Yes, yes. But you know, today I am analyzing each room based on the elements and principles of design, which is one of the ways we do evaluate interiors for their success. And this room has a lot of lines, like the other rooms have. And each kind of line has a different meaning or a different feeling to us. And this room actually has a lot of vertical lines as well as horizontal lines. So it shows strength for the vertical lines and stability for the horizontal lines. So it's a very nice mixture of the two. I've also been talking about design concept, and a design concept is really important to have for every room. That's one of the things you'd work with your interior designer about, and Alyssa did a great job with this room because it definitely has a design concept of masculine. It is warm and cozy, and it's just a wonderful design concept for her room. She did an excellent job.
I have to agree with you. Beautiful. Thank you again. I just want to thank all the designers and assistants. Thank you very much for this beautiful vignettes you put together, and looking forward to have you again on our show soon. And thank you again.
Well, thank you, Michael. This is a wonderful experience for my students and for myself, and I really appreciate you making this available to us. And I appreciate that you have this wonderful showroom here for our future designers to come and bring their clients.
Thank you very much. You're very welcome. And I feel privileged having the Santa Barbara City College just in our town that creates wonderful talents.
Thank you. It's a wonderful school.
On Design for Women today we have Professor Laura Welby from Santa Barbara City College. Thank you so much for contributing so much to our show. I have a question. If one of our viewers decides to do a new project, change a room, they got a new house, they want to decorate it differently, what kind of advice would you give them? How do they proceed to change that?
Well, I would say that there's 4 main steps, Michael. The first one is for them to think about what colors they like, what styles they like, just everything that they like, and write them down. And the second thing they should do is look on Houzz, Pinterest, HGTV, magazines, design magazines, and find inspiration photos of what they like and what they don't like. And then, number 3, they should bring those photos and those lists to a local interior designer, a residential interior designer, which I'm training my students to be interior designers, and work with the interior designer to come up with the initial design concept and then all of the particulars about their design. And then lastly, I think that they should ask their interior designer to bring them here to the Santa Barbara Design Center to help them select the furniture, the rugs. You have a vast assortment of beautiful rugs, accessories, and I already said furniture for their new project.
Thank you very much. These are valid points, and I hope our viewers get that and listen to you. Again, thank you very much.
Thank you,
and looking
Michael.
forward to see you again.
Really appreciate this experience. Thank you.